Welcome back to another episode of Not For The Weak-Minded. Now, I saw this article yesterday and I wanted to do a video about it because I did a post recently on Facebook about why we're seeing on the news, or potentially the agenda behind why we are seeing all these stabbings being highlighted and being put onto the mainstream media platforms. And so there is an agenda, and with this article in mind, I'm going to also show you that this is fake and show you how to actually start having some discernment about how to read certain things. So straight away, you should notice Bloodbath Britain is portraying this message from the Sun that this scene and the scenes of Britain are just nothing but a wash of blood happening. All these stabbings, all these murders. Now, yes, people get stabbed, and normally it wouldn't get on the headline. But as you have to see that the news channels all say the same messages, and that it's all part of the same sort of brainwashing you into a false perception again of what's really going on in certain places. Now, yeah, I agree that certain places in London are probably rough and there's certain gangs, but well, you got to bear in mind who controls the gangs in the first place. You know, it's them. The CIA, the MI6, all the drug trafficking, the child trafficking, the human trafficking, all of it is the suits, you know. And so I'm trying to say that everything you see on the news is there's an agenda, you know, and you have to kind of see it that way when you watch stuff, rather than going, oh, that's, you know, acting emotionally and doing the command responses which you don't even know that you do, you know, and saying this, you know, truth is hate speech, and yet, you know, they're pushing love and tolerance and we should tolerate everything, but I'm intolerant to the evil core of our society, and that will never change, you know, and that's because I'm heavily involved in this battle of your perception of reality, you know, and it's took me a long time to work this out, you know, to a point where I can actually speak openly without a script and show you the things and tell you the things I'm telling you. So, Bloodbath Britain. Teen 14 rushed to hospital after being stabbed in broad daylight in East London, right? No witnesses, broad daylight. I didn't even got to that bit yet, sorry. Officers raced to the scene following reports of a stabbing in Walthamstow at 4:10 p.m. So, it might not have been the other day, it might have been a couple of days ago. Police have launched a manhunt after a 14-year-old was stabbed in East London. Officers raced to the scene following reports of a stabbing in North Countess Road, Walthamstow at 4:10 p.m. Right, this is it. Just couldn't bother to give us a real picture of it. Just a Google Earth picture. You know, emergency services, right? So no one saw these emergency services, right? Emergency services rushed the team to an East London hospital, and is believed to be in a non-life-threatening condition. Now that's key to understanding in a minute the next few paragraphs. So he's not in life-threatening condition whatsoever. So he was stabbed, and you know, they rushed to the hospital, but he's alright. Scotland Yard. So Scotland Yard's involved in this somehow, even though it shouldn't be involved, it should be a local matter. So said, a crime scene remains in place nearby the Roger Ascham School. Because there's probably no, you know, it's probably just a bit of tape. There have been no arrests and inquiries continue. That's because no one's there to be arrested, because no one got stabbed. A spokesman for the Metropolitan Police said, police were called at the approximately 16:10 hours on Saturday, 11th of May, to reports of a male stabbed in North Countess Road, E17. So who called it in exactly, you know, who called it in. Officers, London Ambulance Service and London Air Ambulance all attended the scene. So, hello, 999, operator. Yeah, I got a possible non-life-threatening stab wound there. Could you call the air ambulance, please? It's not fucking going to happen. So that's a lie. The male, believed age 14, has been taken to East London Hospital for treatment. His conditioning is not life-threatening. So they called an air ambulance for a non-life-threatening condition, people. That is... You know, they write these things in a way that if you just read it, if you know what's going on, you can just see straight away. It's a lie. A crime scene remains in place. No arrests. Inquiries continue. I bet they do. Oh. Knife crime is at an all-time high, with figures last month showing 40,829 offences recorded by the police last year. So, what have they done there, lad? Listen to what they've said, and look at what you would probably do in your mind. Knife crime is at a all-time high because they're showing you that all the time people are getting stabbed. And after these things are not true, as I've just proved that the air ambulance did not get called out for a non-life-threatening fucking stabbing. So the figures last month showing 40,829 offences recorded by police last year. So they've twisted that to think that is, you would think, some people would think, if they didn't read it right, that this month alone there's been 40,829 offences. And then so they read the last bit, oh, last year. You see how they worded that? Today's stabbing comes at a top NHS surgeon, as a top NHS surgeon revealed, knife crime is causing a ripple effect in A&E rooms and GP surgeries. Really? Not that they profit off us, you know, these people. Nah. You know, there's more unprecedented issues at hand for our society, like obesity. You know, that's causing more of a bit of a ripple effect. Or about even cesarean, you know, and the fact that bottle feeding is not fucking good for your baby. It's not, you don't get the same nutrients. You must breastfeed, but they have, nah, you know, do it. We'll give you the right stuff for your baby, and then not tell you that there's, you know, 20 to 30 things missing in it that you need for your baby to be healthy in your breast milk. So, like I said, they have lied to you about everything, man, and people just and this is how they've been doing it, you know. And this is just one article, and I'm going to do this more often when I see it. Just bring it up. There have been at least 27 fatal knifings in London alone this year already, with valuable hospital resources drained by stabbings. So that calculation does not marry. So 27 this year, and yet fatal stabbings, that's fair enough. That's probably more realistic. That's probably true. Professor Moran, or Moran, who practices at the UK's largest trauma unit, Queen's Medical Centre in Nottingham, told the Daily Mail, in the last 5 years we've seen a sea change. Why would he say that? And it feels like it's steadily increasing. Now, let's be honest, right? That is not any way appropriate to say how stabbings have been increasing over the number of years. It is not. Sea change, and it's steadily increasing. Hello, you know, that is them subconsciously or subliminally putting in global warming issues, when in its entirety you must know a lot more information than I could tell you now. But it involves them again lying about everything, and sand from the sea and the siphoning of it, and why the sea levels are rising. They're clever, and they've used the truth against us for a very long time, to do with creation. So there you go, sea change, and it feels as like it's steadily increasing. Well, it is, because they're doing it. They're adding increasing water through geoengineering. They're flooding the world with weaponized weather. We've seen a third increase in numbers emitted with stab wounds, but in the under 20s it's about 60% increase. Okay, well, that's probably a lot. It has a ripple effect throughout the whole system because it obviously increases the workload of the emergency department. Well, obviously, but they're already over fucking stretched. You know what I mean? A few more stabbings in ain't gonna overstretch it. And it hasn't. We'll keep you updated. Of course you will. People forget. They just, you know, moving on. Never stabbing. Oh, never one. Oh, not a never one. Oh, not a never one. Oh, fucking what is going on in this world? Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm never stabbing. No, we're gonna have to take these knives away, I think, don't you? People just aren't responsible with their knives. You know, all these irresponsible people in our society going on, these gangs and that, these youth gangs. Oh, we need to do something. Yeah, we need to do something really bad. We need a responsible nation to give us their weapons, even though, you know, people are responsible and they're the ones that actually, you know, keep their kitchen knives in the kitchen drawer. Do not conceal a weapon around, you know, walking around with a concealed weapon. Right, you know, yes, there is problems, but the problems are caused by them, and they're using the problems to get away with, to cause more problems. Problem, reaction, solution, and they've been doing it for a long time. So, Bloodbath Britain, is it really been a bloodbath? Probably not, they're lying. So, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.